Sidon pulsates with vibrant life as preparations for a royal wedding unfold. Amidst the city's clamor, young Princess Jezebel commands attention, her beauty radiant and posture defiant. Her eyes sparkle with unwavering confidence, hinting at the power she holds. Jezebel's unwavering determination sets the stage for a momentous union. In the opulent Sidon palace, Jezebel stands as sunlight paints the throne room with gold. Ethbal speaks gravely. Jezebel, news has arrived from Israel. King Ahab has agreed to the terms. You are betrothed. Jezebel responds with curiosity. Ahab, king of Israel? I have heard whispers of his kingdom. Ethbal's voice resonates with authority. It is a strategic alliance, daughter, one that will secure Sidon's future. Israel is a powerful kingdom. A shadow of duty crosses Jezebel's face as she declares, I understand, father, I accept my duty. The mosaic floor reflects the weight of her decision as servants move discreetly. A grand procession snakes its way into Samaria, banners fluttering wildly in the wind. Trumpets blare, announcing the arrival with piercing clarity. Ahab stands motionless, his face an inscrutable mask as he watches the approaching entourage. The air crackles with unspoken tension, heavy with political maneuvering. The weight of unspoken ambitions hangs heavy, a palpable presence in the air. Inside Samaria Palace, Ahab stands, his weakness almost a physical presence. Jezebel confronts him, her strength a stark contrast to his frailty. Their eyes meet for the first time, igniting an immediate, almost tangible connection. The air crackles with unspoken desires and ambitions as their destinies intertwine. Flickering candlelight casts long shadows, filling Ahab's chambers with an air of unease. Jezebel sits regally on her throne, her gaze a mixture of concern and unwavering resolve. Ahab pauses, the weight of his crown heavy on his spirit. I am not sure I am fit to rule Israel, he continues, his voice filled with doubt. The weight of the crown feels heavy, and I fear I will fail my people. Jezebel's voice rings with strength, offering solace. Do not despair, my king. Her eyes lock with Ahab's, promising unwavering support. Together we shall lead Israel to greatness. Jezebel arrives in Samaria, her grand procession, a spectacle of foreign opulence and power. The worship of Baal and Asherah invades the sacred grounds, casting a shadow over the traditions of the Israelites. A towering golden idol rises in the city square, its presence a stark challenge to the ancient faith. Unease and resentment simmer among the Israelite people as their sacred traditions are brazenly defied. Inside the opulent temple of Baal, gold glitters under the watchful gaze of a towering statue. Jezebel, regal and commanding, stands before the altar, her presence radiating power as she leads the sacred ceremony. Ahab stands beside Jezebel, his face a mask of inner turmoil, torn between loyalty and duty. His gaze sweeps over the crowd, a silent battle raging within as his conflicted emotions consume him. Jezebel's commanding presence fills the temple as she continues the ceremony, her devotion unwavering. Ahab remains at her side, his detachment growing as he struggles with his internal conflict. Dust devils swirl across the desolate countryside, painting a stark picture of drought-ridden despair. Cracked earth stretches endlessly, a visual testament to Ahab's catastrophic failures. Gaunt figures trudge listlessly through the fields, their faces mirroring the desolation surrounding them. Each step echoes the suffering directly born from Ahab's tolerance of Baal worship. The parched landscape and weary people bear witness to a land abandoned by hope. Ahab sits defeated on his throne, his despair a heavy cloak in the sunlit hall. The land is barren, the people starve. What have I done to deserve this curse? Ahab's lament echoes through the palace. Jezebel approaches her footsteps, a stark contrast to Ahab's stillness. Jezebel's voice cuts through the silence. Do not despair, my king. I will find a solution. Her eyes gleam with unwavering resolve. Trust in me. Ahab stands, his gaze fixed on Naboth's vineyard, the vibrant greenery mocking the palace walls. The sun casts a golden light upon the ripening grapes, a tantalizing sight. Naboth declares firmly, This vineyard has been in my family for generations. I cannot sell it, as it would violate the laws of our ancestors. Naboth's words echo, reinforcing the unyielding bond between land and heritage. Ahab's heavy steps echo as he enters his chambers, his shoulders slumped under an invisible weight. He collapses onto his throne, dismissing the servants with a weary wave. Jezebel enters, her face softening with a mixture of concern and tenderness as she beholds Ahab's distress. Her eyes reflect a profound empathy as she observes Ahab in his moment of vulnerability. An air of concern hangs heavy, unspoken anxieties permeating the space. "Why is your spirit so sad that you eat no bread?" Jezebel's voice cuts through the silence. Her words echo, painting a vivid picture of sorrow's silent consumption. Jezebel's unwavering gaze seeks to pierce the veil of unspoken suffering. The weight of the unasked question looms. Sunlight slices through the gloom, revealing Ahab consumed by inner turmoil. His hands are clasped tightly, a silent testament to the storm raging within. Ahab pauses, his voice thick with frustration. "Because I spoke to Naboth the Jezreelite and said to him, 'Give me your vineyard for money.' But he answered, 'I will not give you my vineyard.'" The weight of rejection hangs heavy in the air, fueling Ahab's mounting despair. In the dimness of Ahab's chambers, Jezebel's eyes narrow, and a silent resolve ignites within her. A subtle shift in her posture mirrors the hardening of her resolve, as if steeling herself for a formidable challenge. The shadows around her seem to deepen, accentuating the unwavering determination that now defines her gaze. Her expression hardens, a silent promise of action etched onto her face. Every muscle in her body tenses with focused intent, signaling a transformation into a force to be reckoned with. Sunlight floods the royal chambers, revealing Jezebel standing before a table. Her eyes gleam with ruthless ambition, a silent declaration of her intent. Jezebel's voice cuts through the air with cold command. "Do you now govern Israel? Arise, eat bread, and let your heart be cheerful." Her eyes narrow as she delivers the chilling promise, "I will give you the vineyard of Naboth." Jezebel, cloaked in shadow, sits at her desk as candlelight flickers across her face. Jezebel plots Naboth's demise, her mind a viper's nest of schemes. She writes letters in Ahab's name, carefully forging his signature. The quill dances across the parchment as she crafts her deceitful words. With calculated precision, she presses the king's seal onto the damp ink. Under the vast sky of Jezreel, messengers ride with haste, their mission cloaked in shadow. The letters of Jezebel arrive, casting a dark omen over the city. Elders gather, their faces etched with dread as the contents of Jezebel's letters are revealed. Whispers spread like wildfire, igniting a tempest of fear and uncertainty among the townspeople. The sun beats down, mirroring the oppressive weight of Jezebel's decree upon the city. Jezreel awaits, caught in the chilling grip of Jezebel's unseen hand. In the solemn court of Jezreel, elders gather, their faces burdened by apprehension. The royal seal rests ominously before them, a stark symbol of Jezebel's ruthless power. Nervous glances pass between them, each elder grappling with the weight of the impending deception. Steel hardens their resolve as they prepare to execute Jezebel's deceitful command, their voices trembling with inner conflict. The air thickens with a false accusation aimed at Naboth, the charge, blasphemy. In Jezreel, a storm of stones descends upon Naboth, silencing him forever. The crowd witnesses the execution, their faces a canvas of horror and disbelief. A woman clutches her child, shielding their eyes from the brutal scene unfolding before them. The city gates loom in the background, a silent testament to the injustice that has transpired. In the Grand Samaria Palace, Jezebel confronts Ahab, his face etched with worry. Ahab stands, shoulders slumped, bearing the weight of unspoken burdens. The silence hangs heavy between them, thick with dread. Jezebel's voice cuts through the silence. Naboth is dead. The weight of her words crashes over Ahab, his expression shifting from worry to stunned disbelief. The palace air crackles with the implications of Naboth's demise. Ahab's ambition materializes as he victoriously claims Naboth's vineyard, the sun casting long shadows over the contested land. Ahab strides confidently through the vineyard, each step a declaration of ownership. The rich earth of Naboth's vineyard lies beneath Ahab's feet, a tangible reward for his relentless desire. Ahab surveys the expanse of his new domain, the vineyard's bounty now his to command. The scene echoes with Ahab's silent triumph, the vineyard a testament to his unchecked ambition. Under the relentless sun, a verdant vineyard stretches a stark contrast to the tension brewing between a king and a prophet. Elijah, with his unkempt hair and penetrating stare, confronts Ahab, whose regal attire cannot mask his disquiet. Ahab, adorned in royal garments, stands uneasily before the gaunt figure of Elijah, the weight of unspoken words hanging heavy in the air. The vineyard, once a symbol of prosperity, now serves as a stage for a fateful confrontation. The air crackles with unspoken tension as the prophet's gaze pierces the king's facade, revealing the turmoil within. Elijah stands, a towering figure consumed by divine fury, the very air around him charged with foreboding. The silence shatters as Elijah speaks, each word echoing with the profound weight of prophecy. With thunder in his voice, Elijah proclaims, "Have you murdered and also taken possession?" His grim prophecy hangs heavy. "Thus says the Lord, in the place where dogs licked the blood of Naboth, shall dogs lick your blood, even yours." Ahab storms into the Samaria palace, fear twisting his face and draining the color from his skin. His royal robes billow wildly as he moves with an uncharacteristic, frantic haste. The palace's grandeur mocks Ahab, offering no solace from the dread that consumes him. His voice trembling, Ahab cries out, "Jezebel, I have seen him, Elijah." The name Elijah hangs in the air, heavy with foreboding. Inside the temple of Baal, Jezebel's fury explodes, her face twisted in rage. Her fist slams against the altar, the sound echoing through the sacred space. Jezebel's eyes blaze with fanaticism as she surveys the assembled priests of Baal. Her voice cuts through the air, a command fueled by vengeance. "Find them!" Jezebel's ruthless decree echoes. "Every last prophet of Yahweh, let none escape my wrath." Under the radiant sun, Mount Carmel looms, its slopes alive with movement. Elijah, a figure of raw power, stands unwavering before the masked prophets of Baal. The air vibrates with anticipation as Elijah's gesture ignites the coming confrontation. Tension fills the sun-drenched expanse as the moment of truth arrives. The multitude, faces twisted in scorn, rejects the false prophets, their collective fury a palpable force. Elijah, a figure of divine wrath, lifts his sword high, ready to deliver righteous vengeance. The sword descends, a flash of steel against the sky, signaling swift and decisive retribution. A brutal series of actions unfolds, each strike a testament to unwavering faith. The ground runs red, a stark testament to the price of disbelief and the power of true conviction. Ahab bursts into the Samaria palace, his face a canvas of fear and awe. He finds Jezebel upon her throne, a stark contrast to Ahab's disheveled appearance. Ahab, voice trembling, declares, "Elijah, he has won. Baal's prophets, they are all dead." Jezebel rises, her eyes blazing, questioning. "Dead? All of them?" Jezebel's voice drips with venom as she vows. "Then Elijah will die. Before the sun sets, he will share the fate of my prophets. I vow it." In the dead of night, shadows twist and writhe like tormented souls, their dance fueled by the erratic flicker of candlelight. Jezebel emerges from the darkness, a figure of indomitable will and fiery resolve. Her eyes burn with a fierce, unquenchable light, promising retribution to any who dare defy her. Her voice, a venomous whisper, cuts through the heavy air. "So may the gods do to me and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by this time tomorrow." Her chilling words echo through the chamber, each syllable a hammer blow against the listener's soul. The shadows seem to deepen, as if the very walls recoil from the dark promise she has made. Elijah sprints through the wilderness, his breath catching in ragged gasps. Terror contorts his face as he dares to glance back, Jezebel's specter haunting his every step. Each footfall echoes his desperate plea for survival, a rhythm of fear against the unforgiving land. The wilderness seems to close in, amplifying his terror with every rustle and shadow. Driven by sheer instinct, Elijah pushes onward, his silhouette a fleeting defiance against the vast expanse. The sun beats down, mirroring the relentless pursuit that fuels his desperate flight. Years later, within the Samaria palace, Ahab lies wounded, his armor scattered beside him. Jezebel kneels beside Ahab, a fierce devotion etched on her face as she tends to his wounds. The bandages are stained crimson, bearing witness to the brutal battle. Her eyes reflect a storm of worry and determination as she fights to save her king. Each movement is deliberate, each touch a silent promise of protection and vengeance. The palace is still, save for the quiet sounds of her ministrations, a stark contrast to the chaos of war. Amidst the chaos of clashing steel and smoke, the battlefield becomes Ahab's final stage. Ahab stumbles, a crimson stain spreading across his chest, signaling the end. Defiant until the last moment, Ahab kneels, his eyes reflecting a fading ambition. His gaze dims as the prophecy's shadow overtakes him, the symphony of death reaching its crescendo. Ahab succumbs to the inevitable, his once fiery spirit extinguished on the blood-soaked earth. Under the harsh Samarian sun, Ahab's chariot stands beside the still pool, an ominous silence hanging in the air. A pack of wild dogs descends upon the gruesome scene, their shadows lengthening as they approach the chariot. Driven by primal instinct, the dogs begin to lap at the blood pooling around the chariot, their actions fulfilling a dark prophecy. The crimson stain spreads across the ground as the dogs continue their grim feast, a stark testament to fate's cruel design. The pool reflects the chariot above, the image distorted by the ripples caused by the dogs drinking, the prophecy fulfilled. In the grandeur of Samaria Palace, Jehoram sits upon the throne, his reign beginning under the looming shadow of his mother. Jezebel stands beside him, her regal presence subtly diminished, the echoes of her former power still resonating. The weight of the crown and the legacy of his lineage press heavily upon Jehoram, his gaze fixed on the horizon of his new rule. Though her influence wanes, Jezebel's watchful eyes betray a grip on power that time has yet to fully erode. The palace buzzes with quiet tension, the balance of power shifting as mother and son navigate their intertwined destinies. Across the plains of Jezreel, a storm of dust heralds the arrival of Jehu and his soldiers. Jehu's face is set, determination etched into every line as he advances. The ground trembles beneath the hooves of their steeds, an army driven by a single, unwavering purpose. His gaze burns with the fire of rebellion, fixed on the horizon where Jehoram awaits. At the city gates, Jehu's rebellion begins. Under the relentless sun, the ancient city of Jezreel reveals a grim tableau. In a pool of blood, Jehoram, king of Israel, lies still, his royal robes defiled by crimson stains. The prophecy of Elijah echoes through the silent city, its ominous words now a stark reality. The scene whispers of divine decree, a king's demise marking the fulfillment of ancient prophecy. Within the gilded confines of Samaria Palace, a chilling premonition descends upon Jezebel as word of Jehu's arrival echoes through the halls. The opulent chamber fades into a haunting reminder of fleeting power as Jezebel's face reflects the weight of impending doom. The once vibrant palace now seems to whisper of shadows and endings as Jezebel's gaze hardens with grim resolve. A storm gathers within the palace walls, mirroring the tempest in Jezebel's eyes as she confronts her fate. The air grows heavy with unspoken dread as Jezebel prepares to face her destiny, her regal composure a mask over rising fear. In the heart of Samaria Palace, Jezebel stands alone, poised between defiance and despair as Jehu's presence looms ever closer. Jezebel stands before the mirror, a queen preparing for her final act. Each garment is placed with precision, a ritual of defiance. With a steady hand, she paints her eyes, masking fear with regal composure. Her gaze unwavering, she confronts her destiny with unyielding dignity. The mirror reflects not just a queen, but a woman steeling herself for fate. In the quiet of her chambers, Jezebel prepares to meet her end with grace. The thunder of Jehu's chariot shatters the palace's serenity, dust billowing in its wake. A hush falls as every eye turns upward, drawn to the window above. Framed by the stark stone archway, Jezebel appears, a figure of defiant resolve. Her presence commands attention, a silent challenge to the chaos below. At Samaria Palace, a palpable tension fills the air as Jehu's commanding presence looms. Servants tremble, their fates hanging in the balance as they await Jehu's decree. The wind whispers through the palace grounds, carrying the weight of impending action. The palace stands as a silent witness, its secrets about to be revealed. The Samaria Palace looms, a silent witness to the impending doom of Jezebel. Jezebel plummets from the window, a tragic descent into oblivion. Jehu's horses thunder towards Jezebel, their hooves a relentless force of destruction. Under the merciless hooves, Jezebel meets a violent end, trampled into the dust. In the desolate landscape of Samaria, a pack of wild dogs scavenges fiercely. They tear at the remains of Jezebel's body. A gruesome scene unfolds. Bones lie scattered among the rubble, a grim testament to the prophet Elijah's fulfilled prophecy. The stark scene serves as a haunting reminder of divine retribution. Jehu's resolute figure dominates the opulent halls of Samaria Palace, his every step echoing with newfound power. The remnants of Ahab's dynasty shrink away, their fear palpable as Jehu claims his place. The air crackles with tension as the weight of change descends upon the kingdom. Each opulent detail of Samaria Palace reflects the dynasty's past glory, now overshadowed by Jehu's impending rule. The palace shimmers under the weight of history, every corner whispering tales of power and ambition. The sun scorches the ruins of Samaria, a city silenced, its grandeur reduced to rubble. Once, chants of Baal echoed through these streets. Now, only silence remains. Smashed idols and overturned altars bear silent witness to a faith overthrown. The very air hums with a newfound peace, bought with unwavering conviction. The sun beats down on the remnants of a city transformed by belief. Samaria stands as a testament to the power of faith, its silence speaking volumes. The cracked earth thirstily absorbs the life-giving rain, its parched surface slowly transforming. After seasons of despair, the first vibrant shoots emerge, heralding hope on the whispering breeze. Renewal sweeps the countryside as new life sprouts from the long barren lands, a promise whispered by the wind. The earth breathes again, its surface now adorned with the vibrant promise of a revitalized world. Sunlight floods the Samaria Palace, each sunbeam a spotlight on the scribe's solitary task. The scribe's quill dances across the papyrus, each stroke chronicling the story of a queen. He pauses, lost in thought, contemplating the enigma of Jezebel, her indomitable spirit and divine devotion. Her fierce loyalty to her gods is etched in his mind. He continues writing, documenting the ruthless ambition that sealed Jezebel's fate. Under the relentless sun, the ruins of Samaria stand as silent witnesses to time, dust devils swirling across the desolate plains. The wind whispers tales of forgotten eras through the crumbling stones, echoes of a kingdom lost to the ages. A voice echoes from the past, carrying a warning. The story of Jezebel is passed down through generations, a cautionary tale of loyalty misguided. The barren landscape stretches into the horizon, a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked ambition and misplaced devotion. Under the cloak of night, an ancient Sumerian palace stands in ruins, its silent stones bearing witness to forgotten empires. A lone figure emerges, silhouetted against the moon, a solitary beacon in the desolate expanse. Dust devils dance around the figure, whispering tales of the past, as the wind carries the echoes of a queen's unwavering devotion. Lost in contemplation, the figure gazes out over the barren landscape, their mind consumed by thoughts of Jezebel. The ruins whisper secrets of a queen, whose name is etched into the very stones beneath the figure's feet. In the heart of the ancient palace, the lone figure remains, a sentinel guarding the memory of Jezebel.